Hello everyone and welcome back to another Godot tutorial. In today's video we are going to see how to use the pathfollow2D node in Godot 4. Now we have this empty project, and first we are going to start creating the main scene. It's going to be a 2D scene. Let us rename it to main and save it. Now after that I'm going to add a new scene, and this scene is going to be a path2D node, and underneath this node we need to add a pathfollow2D node, and underneath this node I'm going to add a sprite. This sprite can be the character, the enemy, or whatever you want to add. So in the path2D node, here we have add point, and we need to select it and start adding points like this. These points together will form a path that the character will follow. Now going back to the sprite, I'm going to just use this icon as a sprite. You can see it like this. And in the pathfollow2D node, make sure to select loop. Now what we need to do is to add a script to the pathfollow2D node like this, and in this script I'm going to add a variable which is going to be the speed. So var speed equal to 0.2 for example. And after that I'm going to start creating a function called loop movement that will have a parameter, delta parameter, and in this function I want to call the progress ratio. You can find it as a parameter of the pathfollow2D node, and the progress ratio is going to have plus equal delta times speed. Now in the process function all we need to do is to call the loop movement. Of course it's going to have a delta as a parameter. Now we can run the game. I'm going to select the main scene. Okay, it's empty because we need to save first this node and go back to the main scene and add the path2D node as a child like this. Now when we run the game again, you can see that our sprite is moving along the path that we have created. Now the sprite is moving in a loop and circular movement. What if you want to make the sprite move in a bouncing movement? That's actually very simple. I need to go back to the path2D node. In the scene I'm going to remove almost all the points. I'm going just to create a line like this. Let us save it. Now in the pathfollow2D script I'm going to add more variables like the reversed speed, which is going to be minus 0.2, and I'm going to add another variable. It's going to be the target and initialize to 0.99. Now I need to create a new function. I'm going to call it bouncing movement. It's also going to have a delta as a parameter. Now in this function I'm going to say if progress ratio is less than target, then progress ratio plus equal delta times speed. So it's going to move from left to right. I don't need to set the target variable to 0.99 again. Now if progress ratio is bigger than target, then we need to set target to 0.01 and progress ratio is going to be plus equal delta times reversed speed. Now in the process function, instead of calling loop movement, we need to call the bouncing movement function. And now we are on the game again, and as you can see, the sprite is now moving in a bouncing movement, going and back in the same line. So I think this is it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and see you all later.